The Republican race for state superintendent is now down to two candidates, Dr. Robert Franklin and Dr. James Taylor.
And with just weeks until the runoff, it's at the end of this month, both candidates are responding to some of the biggest questions and criticisms surrounding their campaigns.
KOCO's Kylie Thomas sat down with them.
Who will clinch the Republican nomination for state superintendent? It's a race and a job that has drawn plenty of attention. But long before Republicans choose their nominee, many voters have already heard the labels. Ryan Walters 2.0 versus pro-DEI. Now, both candidates say they're setting the record straight.
I am not Ryan Walters.
I'm not here to advocate for DEI.
For Dr. James Taylor, the label that's followed him throughout the campaign is a comparison to former state superintendent Ryan Walters. The Little Axe High School history teacher and pastor says he believes that comparison stems at least in part from his faith.
Probably because I'm a pastor, because I'm a Christian.
But Taylor says sharing some of the same values doesn't mean he would lead the department the same way.
Ryan Walters was very good at finding problems, but he was not really good at fixing them. That's not who I am.
He does acknowledge there is one area where his views align with Walters, protecting students from what he describes as predatory content in classrooms and school libraries. But Taylor says that comparison has also sparked claims about his campaign that he says simply aren't true.
I'm not going to shut down all the 4-H programs. I'm not going to shut down all the Future Farmers of America FFA programs. All those things are lies.
For Dr. Robert Franklin, the pushback came more recently. The Hall of Fame educator, who has served 44 years as a special education teacher, principal, assistant superintendent, and now teaches future school leaders at OU Tulsa, says his comments about DEI, diversity, equality, and inclusion have been misrepresented.
It doesn't belong in our classrooms. We've moved beyond that. We've already had executive orders. We've had laws that have been changed. I'm not here to advocate for DEI. What I'm here to advocate for is, again, elevating the process of people working collaboratively together.
Franklin says his comments at a recent debate about inclusion weren't about bringing DEI back into schools. He says they were rooted in a career spent advocating for students with disabilities.
I want to be clear on that. If someone's saying that he is trying to bring back a DEI agenda, that couldn't be further from the truth. I have been a special education teacher since 1980. I have worked all of my career. I helped start a nonprofit program for individuals with disabilities. And all of my work and all of my efforts have been to have people that are underrepresented to be included in the process.
Franklin says that commitment is a personal one.
In this state, my uncle lived in an institution, one of the largest in the state, that has a memorial center. He was not included in any kind of community activities. He didn't even get a chance to go to public schools. I've advocated for that to happen. So if you're looking for somebody who's going to champion folks with disabilities, you're looking at him. And that was what I was trying to intentionally speak to, of a place of inclusion.
Both candidates told me they want voters to focus on their plans for Oklahoma schools, not the labels surrounding their campaigns. This is the first of our conversations with both candidates ahead of the August 25th Republican runoff. We'll touch on many other issues in the weeks to come. The winner of this race advances to November, where they'll face Democrat Dr. Janetta Marshall. In Oklahoma City, Kylie Thomas, KOCO 5 News.